everybody, this is Professor Davis. I'm going to do a quick video on some materials that you might need for your methodology, for what you are going to be doing for your project. Now, everyone has to recruit participants, correct? Well, you might decide to send out emails to everyone in order to get some participants saying, yes, I will do this. I will do this online survey for you. So this particular student from a previous semester actually emailed her participant or her potential participants. She sent an email out, I think, to the class or to one of the Cal State University listservs that she was a participant in. I know a lot of you guys are on lots of email lists to get participants to do her online survey. She was doing a quantitative research study. So any material that you use in your study needs to be mentioned in the methodology section under materials, under the materials section, and then you need to provide a copy of the material that you used in the appendix. So Appendix A for this student was her email to the participants. And here is, pretend like you don't see her name because I forgot to block that out, okay? If you know the student, just ignore it, okay? So I just wanted to show you this. And so this is what she actually sent out to her participants. And then she provided the link to the survey, as you can see here. Now, under the Appendix B, she provided me the consent form. Under week 6, you will see the two different types of consent forms you will use. If you are doing an online survey, you need to use the implied consent form, implied consent for anonymous online surveys, okay? Please use this one if you are going to do an online survey. The other one is the one that is a full consent, where if you are doing qualitative and maybe you're just interviewing people, you would give them it physically and have them sign it. So if you're doing online, use this one. And it needs to be posted in SurveyMonkey or whatever survey program you're using to get the students to say yes, they are going to do it. So this is Appendix B, okay? Appendix C is typically your questions that you ask. So this is her online survey that she actually put in SurveyMonkey and sent the link to the students. But as you can see, for quantitative research survey questions, these are pretty close-ended typically. She does have some open-ended questions, or really not open-ended questions. She has short answer questions. Do not ask for people to give you a synopsis of like a paragraph about whatever you're asking about. Ask them A, B, C, D questions or short answer questions so you can convert these into statistics. So I want everyone who does a survey or an interview to ask some demographic questions. This student, hey, I guess you wanted their email address. You don't necessarily need that, but maybe you do. Ask them their age, their gender. For this student, she was talking about, I think, satisfaction of online courses. So she wanted to ask them where they went to school, what college did they take their online courses in, how many, and you see she has A, B, C, D questions, okay? Do you primarily go to school online campus? So these are all questions that she asked so she could figure out okay, so it gets into the nuts and bolts here. Number 8, I am happy with online courses. She wants to know how happy people are with online courses. This was her question. So she's asking people, strongly agree, as you can see here. I would take another online course, all these things. Now, what I said earlier, she did ask some open-ended questions. And what I remember now is she did a mixed study. So she actually did ask some qualitative questions on here. And she actually described the answers of how people answered these. You don't have to do that. You can keep it A, B, C, D, or if you really want to explore more, then you can do that. It takes a little more work, and she did that. She did some bar graphs for the answers to these: agree, strongly agree, disagree, questions, and then she actually did some descriptive analysis on these other things here. So you can do a combination. I just caution you not to if, you know, you're not comfortable with doing a lot of coding. So she actually did a mixed study, now that I recall, and you can do that. I just, you know, kind of want you guys to try to stick to one, either qualitative or quantitative. But if your study does speak to wanting to do both methods, then you can, whatever you're comfortable with. I guess she wanted to know more, and she did. So I just want you guys to keep it as simple as possible, but it is possible for you to do a combination, even for an online study. It's just a little more work to pull off the answers and interpret them, in addition to running some numbers. So it's up to you, however you want to do it. Every student's different. Okay, so that's just an example of an online survey. I'd like to see your questions in the appendix for your methodology section. So this is just a quick video just to show you one example of appendix and what you need to include. Okay, bye-bye.